ということで、今回、レッジャーの CEO、パスカルさんにインタビューに応じていただきます。よろしくお願いいたします。それではパスカルさん、簡単に自己紹介をよろしくお願いいたします。
So could you introduce yourself?
Yes, so I am Pascal Gauthier, CEO and chairman at Ledger.
Thank you very much. レッジャーに関してのそのレッジャーが今どういうことをしているのか、どういった会社なのかというのを私のユーザー様、仮想通貨の初心者の方がメインなので、ぜひこの仮想通貨初心者の方にも分かりやすいように、そのレッジャーの会社が今どのようなことをしていて、どういったことをしている会社なのかというのを簡単に教えてください。
Sure. For beginner users, I would say that when you own your crypto, you need security. Okay, so with your Bitcoin or any other form of cryptocurrency, you can decide two things. Either you leave your Bitcoins at the bank, so that would be like leaving the Bitcoins on the exchange. Maybe in Japan you can do it with Bitflyer, for example. Or you want to own your Bitcoin. You want to have them yourself. Okay. If you want to have them yourself, then you need to worry about your security. It's very similar to if you have a gold bar and you bring it home, then you have to worry about the security of the gold bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, security when you own Bitcoin or cryptocurrency is really paramount because one of the nature of the blockchain is the immutability of the transaction. You cannot recall a transaction. If you send your Bitcoin from A to B, once it's gone, it's gone. Okay. And so you absolutely have to secure your what is called your cryptographic private key, your secret, because that secret makes you in control of the Bitcoin. Okay? And to protect the secret, you need the highest form of security. And Ledger is the highest form of security right now in the market. We use the chip and pin technology. We use secure hardware to protect the private key at any point of time. If you don't use your Bitcoin, your private key is protected. And if you use the Bitcoin at the moment of transaction, your private key is again protected. It's very easy. You go on ledger.com, you acquire one of our products, and then you follow the instruction. What's very important for new users is to remember that you need to educate yourself. When you go into cryptocurrency, you need to do some work and you need to read about it. You need to find the good content. At Ledger, we have the Ledger Academy. We have a lot of content that is educational, that is online. You should read as much as you can because as you're entering into this world of cryptocurrency, education is very important.
Yeah, that's right. True. セルフカストディの重要性について仮想通貨の初心者の方にお教えいただけますでしょうか。
Well, Bitcoin is the origin of cryptocurrency, and the Satoshi Nakamoto white paper talks about like a peer-to-peer payment system. So actually what Bitcoin is a worldwide peer-to-peer payment system. Everybody in the world can access Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is, and other cryptocurrencies, but Bitcoin in its origin is the only way to actually do a peer-to-peer transaction digitally without any intermediary, with no bank, no Visa, no MasterCard, nobody. And so, in essence, it's a system that promotes economic freedom. Because if I want to send money to you, there's no one that can either freeze my account, freeze your account, or stop the money from flowing from me to you. Okay? So, this is very important to understand because this is the reason why you would want to have your private keys. This is why you would want to have your Bitcoin with you versus leaving it on an exchange. As soon as your Bitcoin is with an exchange or with a bank, you cannot use it on the Bitcoin protocol. So you cannot send money to your friend. You have to ask the exchange to send the money for you. So suddenly you have now, again, an intermediary. You have now, again, a third-party company that is in control of your money, and they can either freeze your account or not send the money when you ask, or have many reasons why they were not going to do what you're going to ask them to do. And so now it's for the user to decide. Are you comfortable with your bank? And if so, you know, it's perfectly okay also to think that you're going to have some money at the bank because you trust your bank and some money with you. Again, Bitcoin was designed so you don't need to trust a bank with your money because now you can actually have it with you, which is impossible if you think about Japanese yen, for example. If you have a lot of money at the bank, it's the only way you can keep your money. You cannot have it with you at home. You cannot have like a lot of bills at home. You don't have a system where you can have your Japanese yen and it's yours to control apart from cash. And so Bitcoin is a version of electronic money that is very similar to cash in many aspects that allows for the user to control their own money. And so depending on how much trust you have in the banking system, depending on what you want to do with your Bitcoin in terms of, you know, sending it to friends or, you know, spending it on DeFi soon, you know, let's talk about DeFi with Ethereum or Solana or Bitcoin soon. Like if you don't have your private keys, you cannot interact with DeFi, okay? So there are many applications now in the future that won't be open to you if you don't have your private keys on your ledger, for example.
それでは次に Ledger Stacks そして Ledger Flex という新しいプロダクトについて先ほどお話をお伺いしました。このStacks と Flex のその違いについて少しお教えいただきたいなと思います。
Yeah, so Stacks and Flex or Flex and Stacks is the new generation of hardware wallets. We have greatly, so this is, for example, this is Stacks. Okay.
Oh, so cool.
There you go. Okay, let me show you. Up to the camera. Press the button, you hop. It lights up. And then you type your PIN. Voilà. So I let it hold it. And
you have this BTC?
Yes, so you have Stacks, you have two screens. You have the one on top and the one here. And you can personalize everything. Okay.
So we can put on the NFT picture.
You can put NFT picture, etc. on top, and you can still have this personalized to what it is for you. Okay. And of course, you can stack them up because they're magnets, and so you can put like a few one on top of each other. Okay. But we've done two things that are really material for the user. One is ease of use. We have really improved user experience and user interface. That's one. And two, a big, secure touchscreen, both for Flex and Stacks. And why is that important? It's sort of related to what I was just saying before, which is before Bitcoin was buy and hold. That's all you would do. You would buy and hold. Now, with Bitcoin and every other cryptocurrency, you have more and more applications that are being built on top of the layer one, on top of the blockchain itself. And these applications for DeFi, for example, require for you to approve transactions that are sort of much bigger in terms of when you need to read and what you need to approve. And so therefore, you need a bigger screen to approve transactions, and you need a bigger screen for all this applicative layer that is coming now to be built on top of layer ones, whether it's with Bitcoin, whether it's with Ethereum, Solana, etc., etc. So to have a bigger screen is one of the key features for sort of what's coming. And so we really designed Ledger Stacks and Flex to be future-proof, and so to help you really see what you sign. Because clear signing in our industry is very important, okay? Most people, when they interact with applications on top of blockchain, they do what is called blind signing. Like they don't really know what they sign, so they approve a transaction, but without really knowing if it's going in the right direction. And so clear signing is very important if you want your money to be safe. And to be able to clear sign in the right way, you need a bigger screen. You need to see everything that is related to your transaction in order to know what you're going to approve. What you see on this secure screen is what you sign. Another thing I want to say is your phone or your computer are not security devices. They are hackable, okay? So what you see on the screen of your phone or on the screen of your computer, you don't know if it's true. The only reason to see and to know if a transaction is true is to see it on the secure screen of your Ledger S+, X, Stacks, Flex.
Wow, amazing.
It's a beautiful product.
Yeah, so beautiful.
はい、ということで ね、まさかレジャーの CEO のパスカルさんにインタビューに応じていただけるとは思っていませんでした。本当に貴重なお時間ありがとうございました。はい、ということでレッジャースタックスももちろんなんですけれども、新しいプロダクトレッジャー、フレックスも出ておりまして、もうすでに購入ができるようになっておりますので、ぜひ気になる方は YouTube の概要欄の方のリンクをチェックしてみてください。Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.